Hello, my friends, and happy Thursday. How's everybody doing today? I came up with tonight's project. I guess I was inspired by some things I've seen like on Pinterest and stuff. But you know how, everybody has a wreath on their front door, and there's these things called door hangers that aren't necessarily wreaths, but you hang them on you can hang them on your door, or you don't have to. You can hang it anywhere you want. Hi, Debbie. So my idea tonight is to do one of these wooden round boards. I got this online somewhere. If you're interested in where I got it, I can put the link in later. But it was an Etsy shop, and they just cut round 18-inch round wooden boards, and then I stained the side of it and I painted black the other side of it, and I drilled these two holes, and I'll be showing you the cool way I'm going to hang this and decorate this with these two holes that I thought is kind of a different idea. And this will allow you to use this same door hanger, wreath, whatever you want to call it, for every season by changing out what we're going to do with these holes. So I'm pretty excited about that. So welcome in, everybody. My name is Jeannie. I am an independent designer with Chalk Couture. If you are new here, please say new so that I could welcome you in. Now, when I first was deciding on what to put on this board, my first thought was hello or welcome or gather. So I went looking for a transfer, and I found a welcome that I liked, but it's no longer available. And so then I found a gather, and I thought, okay, that's cool. But as I was looking through, I came across this transfer that I love it. And it is called Just Like This. And this is perfect for this board. And let me tell you why. It says on here, love grows best in little houses just like this. I live in a little house. So this would make an awesome gift for a housewarming gift, for Christmas, for newlyweds. You know what I mean? Anybody that lives in a small house. Now, everybody's, idea of what is small is different. It's all relative. To me, this is a small house. To someone else, it might not be, but it definitely is. But I just love this. I love, how I feel about scripts, scripty fonts mixed with, regular, like typed fonts. So I'm so excited about this. So let me show you what I'm going to do for my board first before I open up that transfer and get it ready. So this is the top where the holes are, and you've probably figured out I'm going to be using this for ribbon. I haven't quite figured out exactly what we're going to do, but you can help me like you always do. You guys always help me get through these things. But the first thing, if you could just bear with me for 1 second, I want to send this out. I want to send this out to my subscribers so they can join us too. And please, if you're not a designer, if you could please sprinkle the love, I would so appreciate it. This is a brand new, just last week page for me. I separated it out from the blog page, which is Create and Babble. So this is, Chalk, Craft, and DIY with Create and Babble. So now I have 2 business pages because I wanted to keep the Chalk separate from the other DIYs. So I'm starting from scratch on this one. So if you wouldn't mind sprinkling the Chalk love, and you know what I mean by that, I would really appreciate it. Or tag, if you are not comfortable sharing it on your profile, I understand, but tag some friends who you think would really be interested in something like this, and maybe you've talked to them about it already, and say, hey, you gotta see this. Because I'll tell you, wherever I go and show this, people are just, Debbie can attest to it. She signed up to be a designer because she saw me at workshops, and she's like, okay, I love this product. I went in on this. So if you're interested in becoming a designer, or at least finding out more about it, what the perks are, you don't have to build a team. You don't have to have workshops or shows if you don't want to. You can just, you can be a hobbyist and take advantage of the perks. you know, the generous discount and all the other awesome perks that come along with being a designer. I mean, the kit alone is worth the price of admission for sure. So if you want information about that, comment join and I'll just send you the information. Okay, let's get going. Let me share this one more place, and then I want to show you what is going on here. So I want to chalk like a white space. I want to paint a white space on this board for chalking that design that I showed you. So I got out the white. Well, it's not going to actually be white. I decided to go with one of our new paste colors. It's called Dune. And I thought that looks really pretty up against this stain color. Hi, Anne. Yay! You can't stay. Okay, well, you can watch the replay later, Anne. Hi, Yvette. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Kathy. Thank you. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you all so, so much. Let me get this. If I can grab the URL and get this shared somewhere. Get this shared onto the old page. That would be good. I swear. I'm so slow at this. Share to a page. Okay. It's just because, you know, Facebook. Okay. There we go. All right. Awesome. And I have a group just for people thinking about becoming a designer. All right, so let's get this board divided off. I have it upside down to me because, let me turn it right side up to me. I want to use this washi tape, sorta, this measuring tape, this chocolate tour, and divide off. I'm just eyeballing this. And we may move these pieces of tape. So this is going to be kind of, see, that doesn't look even, so I have to, I'll be moving these as we go. Let me grab this design and see how wide it is. Oh, that looks really good. Let me check this out. So I'm going to open up this transfer, cut it apart on the cut lines. It is called Just Like This, and I put the link to it in the description if you're interested and want to make your own. I'm going to cut this apart on the cut lines. Can you see the cut lines there? It's in 3 pieces. I think I'm only going to be using the one piece because we're going to decorate up this board with other things besides ribbon. I mean, we're definitely going to use a ribbon. By the way, it's Wine Day Wednesday. Grab your wine. Or not. Let's see, did I make enough room? No. Okay, so I'll move this bottom one down, I think. And I'm eyeballing this. I don't know if that's smart of me or not. And make sure I've got enough room. I do. Now, some of you would probably, and I should, but I'm not going to, measure all of this, like measure here to here, here to here, you know, just to make sure. No, I eyeball it. It's good enough for me. That's how I roll. If you are, you know, fussier, you go ahead and take your time. But since I'm going live with doing this live, I'll be happy with it. All right, because it looks good enough to me. All right, let's get a marker and mark the back of this. Then I'll need my fuzzing cloth. We're going on a porous surface, you know, wood. So I do want to, and it's stained and I didn't wax it, which I probably should. I am gonna fuzz it well. By fuzzing, all that means is I'm laying the sticky transfer on a terry cloth towel. to add a bit of lint to the back. It just makes it easier if anybody's new watching, or if you're watching the replay. Thanks for watching the replay, by the way. It just adds a bit of lint, makes it easier to remove from your porous surfaces. And non-porous surfaces too. I mean, if you're doing metal glass, ooh, you want to fuzz it well. You want to fuzz it very well. All right, I'm going to next line this up. Oh, you know what? I want to paint that. Duh, I got ahead of myself. I want to paint this first with my dune. So here is how you paint. This is how I paint with chalk paste. I'm just using this board as my palette. I'm gonna mix up that paint with some water. Almost forgot. So we're gonna have 3 sections. All of the water does is thin this chalk paste out to make it easier to brush on like paint. And that's why I have my tape down, just so that I get good crisp lines. And when I feel this chalk base getting a little thick, then I just spray it with the water. So this is the same. You've seen me do this when I'm painting fabric with any kind of paint. I just thin it down. Just makes it easier to spread. That might have been a little too thin. We'll add some more chalk paste to that. And this, here's why I like using the chalk paste. It dries nice and quickly. We've talked about that too. I'll probably, I might do 2 coats because this, I can still see some of the stain through here a little bit. Then, since this is going to hang, I'm going to wrap that tape around and do the edges. If you ever go to a paint night, they always tell you, don't forget your edges. Not that it matters, because my painting's always horrible. Doesn't matter if I did the edge or not. Still looks bad. Because I can't paint. I'm not an artist. But I have fun at those paint nights. Okay. Let's get the dryer. Get this dry. So how was everybody's day? Did everybody have a good day? Remember what I did last night? The block with the Halloween phrases. Did you all see that? That is so cute. I love how this turned out. It's adorable. So, you know what I did? I have 6, there's 6 of those Halloween phrases. And I have 6 of those little 5x5 canvas boards left. So what I did was I painted 3 of them. I must have dropped one. Oh, here it is. I painted 3 of them black, and I left 3 white. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do those designs on these 6 boards, and then I'm going to put magnets on the back and use them as like on the refrigerator. Or, you know, you can put them on your dishwasher, your whatever, you know, the magnetic. And actually, I'm probably going to use these as giveaways. So, if you let me know that you sprinkled, you may get one with magnets on. All right. It's getting dry, that first layer. I can still see some stain through there. So I'll put on another I don't want to go too crazy with this. I just don't want to see the stain come through. Just want it thicker than this. I could have used acrylic paint, but I also wanted to show you how if you don't have acrylic paint, you can definitely use the chalk paste to paint. This dune is like the perfect beige color, I think. Okay, there we go. There, I'm happy with that. Get the edge again, just a bit. Then I'll remove this tape. And this piece of tape just gave me a crisp edge. Now we don't have to get this good and dry. We don't want to put a sticky transfer down on wet. On wet chalk paste would not be good. So let's dry this. What's everybody been making lately? Are you making fall, Halloween? Anybody making Christmas stuff yet? Any crafters that sell? I'd love to see what you're making. Because I know that the Christmas crafters, they're at it. You know, those of you that make and sell. I'd love to know I'd love to see what you're making. Yvette, I know you're busy. Hi, Debbie. I know you're busy. You're always making something. Always, always. I went over a little bit right here. I'm just scraping off my fingernail. That's good enough. Everybody have their wine for Wednesday, or am I the only one? Wednesday. I used to love to watch Hoda and Kathy Lee in the, you know, when they had their show. That's not on anymore, I guess. But oh, they were so funny. They had Booze Day Tuesday, Wednesday. That's where I got that from. Thirsty Thursday. Drinking wine. Like 9 o'clock in the morning. They were funny though. I kind of missed that show. Back before all the COVID stuff. Alright, and news was happy. I like happy news. Are we dry? We're getting there. We're almost there. You guys, I am going to wax this too, because that'll help my my transfer not stick so badly to it. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't pill up this chalk paste. So I'll be adding some of our surface wax. We seem dry. We seem dry. All right. So I'll just grab some. But I forgot all about this transfer. No wonder I ordered it, because it's perfect for my house. You know, being that I have a small house. All right. I'm going to put that on a little bit. Then, where is my fuzzing cloth again? You can't be too careful. I can't be too careful. I'm going to get some extra fuzz on. There's a lot of green. So what that means is there's a lot of sticky surface area on this transfer, because it's a skinny, scripty font. And see how sticky it is? It's sticking to itself. So I just want to make sure I get enough fuzz on the back of this so that I don't pull up that paint or that paste. And here's another thing. Don't worry that it won't be sticky, because it will. That all that fuzz and lint, that will wash off. So don't worry about that. All right, I'm gonna line this up. Let's see where we are. The top's there, the bottom's there. I think I can move it up a little bit. Okay, and do I have it straight? I just eyeball this. I'm good. It's straight. Now, as far as color goes, I think a good thing to do for me is to make this neutral, because I'll change this out seasonally with the ribbon. And so I want to go with a neutral chalk paste color for the letters, just because I thought, oh, if I want to change it out for the season, for fall, for Christmas, for spring, whatever, I could just change out the ribbon and I'm still good to go. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So let me grab the black. I figure it's safe just to go with black. It looked a little thick, so I added just a bit of distilled water, and I'll give that a stir. It is thick. This was what I was doing all day today. I have these pastes in these carrying cases that I take to workshops, and you know, I haven't had a workshop since before, you know, the virus and all of that, so they're sitting there for months. So I had to reconstitute a lot of chalk paste. Plus I threw some out because it wasn't, I didn't bother to, I should have taken better care of them. But they were almost, the ones that were nearly empty, I'm like, ah, I'm not scraping that. Okay, it just had this tiny little layer on the bottom of the chalk base, and I'm so cheap that I would stir those and use them till, you've seen me scraping the bottom of these jars. I get every last bit out that I can. Okay, so here I am just spreading out this black chalk paste over my silk screen. Getting it nice and thin so I can see the design underneath. If you can't see, then you have it too thick. Like that's like really thick. So then I just go over it, squeegee off the excess, and put it back in the jar. In this case, oh, let me look because I'm so curious. Oh, we're good. Okay. I just want to make sure we weren't sticking too much. That was my concern. So I've still got excess chalk paste on my squeegee. Can you see it on there? I'm just going to move it on down here. Spread it out just like buttering toast. So if you can butter toast, you can do this. No skills needed. Take off the excess. Make sure all the silk screen areas are covered. I think I got it all. Okay, here we go, you guys. Are you ready? Let's peel this off. And it's perfect. It's just perfect. Let me lift that up for you. I'm going to put this in a pan of water. I have a dish pan right beside me. And that will wash out. I'll wash off the chalk paste and the lint off of that. And I'll put my brush in there too. Let me grab this. Love grows best in little houses just like this. I love that for my little house. It's just perfect. It's make a great housewarming gift, like I said, or a wedding gift for a newlywed that they just bought a little townhouse or something. Do you know what I mean? I think it's perfect. And then here's how we'll get to the seasonal part of this. Let me close up my chalk paste first. Then we can decide on ribbon and greens and all of that kind of stuff. And that's what's gonna give it the finishing touch. And I left enough room up here to do a bow since we're going into fall. I have lots of choices up there for ribbon, and I've also got some eucalyptus. Let's get a couple of sprigs of that out. Ooh, I like how that goes with these colors. Let's see. I'm not a florist either. I'm not a bow maker. I'm not a florist. I just do the best I can. Okay, so I've got those pulled out. I'm looking up at my ribbon and I have so many choices. And I think I want to go with, should we go with 2 patterns or 1? I'm liking the look. I'm liking the looks of the truck with pumpkins in it to go with this plaid. I thought, oh, these will go. Should you do 2 or should you do 3? I don't know. I'm not a, if we do a third, let me see what you're all saying. Yellow, orange. Okay, so how about then this? Because it's given us a third pattern. So we've got the truck with pumpkins, we've got a stripe, and then we've got a plaid. How's that? I think that's a good. Okay, now if only I were a bow maker. I signed up for a class, but I didn't learn anything yet. Honestly. I'll have to get my bow maker out, you guys. Alright, let's think about this. But first I want to make my hanging thing. So how long? Yeah, and then the bow's going to attach to that, and I want to make sure I've got a long enough hanger. All right, let me cut this. And this will be the ribbon that it gets hung with. So I'm just feeding that through. And then is this dry enough that I can flip that? And this will just be what it attaches to the hanger on the door or wherever I hang it on. Okay, so that'll be like that. Okay, so that's how it will hang. And if I were to do this again, which I might make more, I might make those holes further apart. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. All right, so let's get going with the bow. And I've got these things. I wonder, I should have brought, oh, I have lots of fall stuff here. So much. Like, I didn't buy any new because I have so much. Didn't get, that's not true. I think I did buy some. I think I did buy some of this at the Dollar Tree. At the dollar. I'm not crazy. I don't know. But I do like these things. Nah. I don't know. Let's just play around. Let's just stick to the bow and the eucalyptus for this. I just play around with this till I think it looks nice. Let me turn my glue gun on in case I need it. And get my bow maker. All right, you guys. What in the world would I do without this? Who are my expert bow makers? Let's do. All right. So there's my tails. Make them a little bit longer then. So let's do 5. Who has one of these? I don't know what I would do without it. Let's go to 4.5. Is the size I'm going to do. Flip this. I don't know. I don't think I've ever done three ribbons. What did we say? 4.5. I don't know. This is a first for me, you guys. Oh, I just hope this turns out all right. It's like I can't talk and do this at the same time. Look at this. Oh my goodness. All right. Pushing that down. Yes. Did I use Dune? It's like, it's an off-white gel. No truck, you bet. Too bad I have the truck. I really like this ribbon, and I have so much of it that I have to get it used. Do you know what I mean? I have to use it because I have so much of it. All right. I value your opinions. I really do, because you guys always help me out when I get stuck. All right. I think I don't know. This will give me 1, 2, 3, 6. This will give me 6 loops on each side. Is that going to be enough? Any of you expert bow makers out there? You like the feathers? I can always stick them in there. All right, let me cut a piece of. No. You know what? I've learned my lesson. Let me get a zip tie. I do better with zip ties. I can pull the zip tie tighter than I can tie or wrap or twist the wire. So you lift this whole thing up, and then the biggest challenge for me, probably nobody else in the world, but is to get this thing tight enough. Like, that's my big challenge too, actually, and we've talked about this. Getting it tight enough and getting it centered. Those are my 2 challenges with bow making. All right, so let me fold these up and see if I'm centered. Seem to be. Then I'm gonna pull it really tight, as tight as I can. I think I have it. All right, I'm gonna move this. Then I can cut off. I hope my loops aren't too big, you guys. We'll find out. I cut these off. Should use my fabric scissors. And I'll dovetail them later. Let me just get free of them. Then I'll start separating these loops, and fluffing and pulling. And you know, when I watch people on YouTube, like these expert bow makers, I'm like, oh, they just make it look so easy. My sister could do this too. When she was here, I would, can you make bows? Okay. I must say, the whole bow maker thing, I think it's called bow maker. Yeah, it's just called bow maker. It's a lifesaver. Okay. And you just pull these to the center, separate them, and pull them to the center. Not bad for me. All right, then what I do, and I don't know what's right. I don't think there is any right or wrong. But when I cut the tails, I do them so that they're like the length is similar to the loops. You know, like I don't go beyond usually or shorter. You know what I mean? I don't know if it matters. Like I said, I'm the rookie bow maker. I like how all of this works together. You know, the truck, the plaid, the stripe, it all works. So that makes me happy. Wait, I'm gonna go this way. I always have to think about that. Which way do I cut? Okay. One more. There. And I'll throw these little scraps away. I didn't cut off this zip tie yet because I'm always afraid that I'm gonna wish I had it to somehow touch the bow or whatever. And then these tails, I just kind of work them up into and amongst the loops. I don't know if that's right. Okay. Now I'll experiment here. Oh, that kind of works. You know, that kind of works. Just pulling it up through there. And I don't want to hot glue the bow to the board because, like, look at me. I want to be able to change out this ribbon for the seasons. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to cut this off. And I'm going to use wire. See if I can get some wire in there. Yes, just thread it through. And then attach it. Get my wire threaded through here too. Always winging these things. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it just does not. Okay. So I'll twist and twist and twist. And that way it's not permanently attached to the board. I can remove everything and switch out the bows if I want to, the ribbons for the next season, if I want to. And the same, I guess, with this. I could attach them. These are just slipping up in there. I could do the same thing. Just attach them with wires, you know? What do you think? won't make you watch me do that. So let's see if I can hold this up if it all stays together, just to show you about how it looks. What do you think? I'm pretty happy with it. You pick the greenery you like and the ribbons you like. And I can switch this out for the different seasons. That's what I love about it. Look at that font on the word love. Isn't that pretty? I love scripty handwritten fonts like that. And it's such a dear little saying, isn't it? I love it. I can't wait to put this on my door. That is so cute. Thanks for the hearts, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for the sprinkling. I appreciate that. If you're not in my VIP group, say VIP so that I can get you an invitation. I'm going to be putting different sales in there every day this week. There's stuff in there today that I just put in. I'm going to be putting new bundles in this week. I know it's already Thursday, but look, the rest of the week and the weekend, there's going to be specially priced bundles with new stuff in there. I'm so excited. So make sure, if you're not in the VIP group, that you say VIP, and I'll send you an invitation. Tell all your friends about my new page. I really, really appreciate it. I really, really do. All right, everyone, enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll see you all back here tomorrow.